Hi, once again, welcome to my channel. In the last video, we were talking about switches, how switches work and how they go, how you connect them, how they work. So today I decided to do a little video how you connect one of the most important switches and everybody is afraid to connect. Um, Navigation switch. People have a scare because the amount of cables that go behind the switch, but it's really simple how you connect it. So once you know how it works, um, you do it. I'm gonna be really easy. Please subscribe
Okay,
and like.
just for the purpose of this demonstration, I installed two lights here, one bar connection, two little lights. One gonna be navigation light, gonna be white, and the other one gonna be running light, is gonna be red. It's just as a demonstration, as a navigation light and anchor light, how they work with one switch together. Navigation light is when the boat is anchored, have to be off. Anchor light have to be on all the time when the boat is anchored and when the boat is running. And we're gonna do everything with this switch. Have to be double prong, 6 legs is the only way to do it. And most of the boats, this is the kind of color of cables that you use. You have gray for the anchor light. All of the boats have gray on the anchor light. You have red for powered, and you have black for ground. And in this case, we're gonna use red, or maybe I change it and we use blue for the navigation light, so that way um, we can see the different and where they go connected on this switch that look intimidating because of the amount of cables that go in that little space, but it's really simple to connect. All right. On the last video, I explained that the power always in all the switches go in a center. This is the center prong here. You have two, two, and two. These two are for the light of the switch, but normally it's only one here for the ground, but this is the way that you connect it. Always the power go on the center. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna bring one power cable here, and we're gonna do a jumper to go from one side of the switch to another to power up both sides of the switch. So that way we can connect two lights, and every side of the switch, every side of the switch does something different. So the first step, we're gonna do the power. We're gonna put one here and one here. This is gonna be the cable that we're gonna use for the power. So um, we're gonna connect it on the switch first. For the jumpers, I always measure like 3 inches long on the cable, um, and in one end gonna be both cables. Most of the people use pillar cable. My is at my job, so I'm gonna do it like this today. I'm gonna do it like this. So just gonna be today because most of the tools I have it at my job. So I have one connector on. That's gonna be one end. Always when you put a connector, please, please pull it like I did. You cream the connector and you just pull it. All right. I'm gonna put the two cables together. This is a 14 cable, and this is a number 10 terminal. Fit perfect. Like you see, go straight in there and fit perfect. Please, when you finish your connection, when you finish crimping, you pull the cables, pull it, so you can feel it that they are uh, in place.
And now we're gonna go and we're gonna put it on the switch. Right there, we have our two connectors and our power cable that the switch is already powered up. All right. Now we're gonna do the anchor light and we're gonna do the navigation light. For the anchor light, we're gonna use this gray one. And we have to do the same. We have to do a jumper. Why? Because have to be on in both positions when the switch is on. So we do the same length jumper, throw the cable. Let me get another terminal. Wait for me. Another number 10. We seal it correctly, both of them. We crimp it or we pull it. Always pull it. Now put the second terminal to give me the power on both positions of the switch. So I want the switch go one way, go this way, this is gonna be activated. And the switch go this way, this gonna be activated. So both ways gonna turn on the anchor light that always in the boats is green. Is this color? I'm sorry, I forgot the color. Now we're gonna connect the navigation light. Should be blue, but we don't have blue. Light always is blue, so I'm gonna use this red. Remember, always crimp it and pull it. And we're gonna go, I always go on the bottom of the switch. The bottom of the switch. So I have my anchor light and my navigation light. Both of them in the bottom of the switch and the jumper at the top of the switch. So when I go forward, gonna be anchor light along. When I go back, gonna be anchor light and navigation. I always like it like that. Now you can see I already put the terminals on my two cables, my navigation light and my anchor light. I put the power and one of my connectors here that have power from the battery that I have already set up here. And I have my ground for the lights. So first what we're gonna do, I'm gonna connect the anchor light, the gray one. I forgot that color, gray. And we're gonna connect the navigation light. and the moment of truth. Let's see if the switch works. This is our two lights here. So if you go one way, gonna be solamente, it's gonna be only anchor light. If you're gonna be the other way, gonna be anchor light and navigation light. If you go one way, gonna be anchor light. If you do the other way, gonna be anchor light and navigation light. That's the way that you connect the switch. You use a jumper for the an anchor light from the bottom of the switch to the top of the switch, a jumper to power up both sides of the switch, and a navigation light power on the bottom of the switch. I always like it to connect it on the bottom of the switch. Just one way, navigation light, anchor light, both ways. Thank you for watching.